And so I take a backseat to no one on my progressive values.
Bobby Rush, member of Congress, said the other day, "I'm ashamed that I voted for the '94 crime bill." You ashamed of that bill?
Not at all. In fact, I drafted the bill, as you remember.
I know that.
And so I take a backseat to no one on my progressive values.
Biden's 1994 crime bill helped fuel mass incarceration with financial incentives to keep people behind bars.
You ashamed of that bill?
Not at all.
And so I take a backseat to no one on my progressive values.
Biden is also known for close ties to the financial industry, notably helping push through a 2005 bill that made it harder for consumers to declare bankruptcy.
And so I take a backseat to no one on my progressive values.
According to the New York Times, the credit card issuer, MBNA, was Biden's top donor from 1989 to 2010.
And so I take a backseat to no one on my progressive values.
The Obama administration seeking to repeal one of his key legislative achievements. The White House wants to undo a provision in the 2005 bankruptcy law that made it harder to reduce student debt, preventing most Americans from claiming bankruptcy protections for private student loans. In its bid to rescind the measure, the Department of Education says Biden's legislation left, quote, private student loan borrowers in financial distress with few options.
And so I take a backseat to no one on my progressive values.
Elizabeth Warren issued a paper when she wasn't in the Senate, when she was a professor, talking about how pivotal Joe Biden was in pushing these laws to, again, make it more difficult for students to reduce their student debt when they are in bankruptcy court. It really puts a prohibition on the judges themselves, saying you really can't lower student debt like you can most other forms of debt when you are in bankruptcy court.
And so I take a backseat to no one on my progressive values. No one.